Starbucks CEO said something stupid again, and now he's taking it in the butt. That's not. Goon! All the links are in the video description. Loudwithcarter.com is where the article's from. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so let's watch this video.
In response to President Trump's first executive order on immigration, Mr. Schultz, you wrote very publicly, quote, "With a heavy heart, we are witness to the conscience of our country and the promise of the American dream being called into question," end quote. And that's, of course, when you announced plans to hire 10,000 refugees over the next 5 years. However, according to Business Insider, since that announcement, quote, "Starbucks brand has taken a beating." Starbucks said it would focus on hiring refugees who have served with U.S. troops as interpreters and support personnel. While that sounds noble, it's also interesting because ABC News reported that in 2011, after discovering 2 al-Qaeda members with links to Iraq operating in Kentucky, the State Department stopped processing Iraq refugees for 6 months, even for many who had heroically helped U.S. forces as interpreters and intelligence assets. One Iraqi refugee who had aided U.S. troops was assassinating during this President Obama and Secretary of State Hillary Clinton travel ban. Where was your heavy heart then? The media didn't even report on the Obama and Clinton travel ban until 2013, 2 years later. Starbucks didn't seem to have anything to say about it then either. I have 2 quick questions. I understand that, as you said, not every decision is based on economics, but economics are a hard reality. So the first question is, how much will Starbucks investors have to spend so that the company can properly vet refugees that the federal government admits it can't always afford to vet? And why were you willing to have Starbucks' reputation take a beating by attacking President Trump's executive order when you lacked the courage to speak out against the Obama-Clinton travel ban?
Boo is right. You see, this is a problem. He is actually asking an important question for an investor to ask to the CEO of a mass corporation that is blatantly showing off partisanship, and we don't like that. So we can't have that. Let's see what the CEO says in response.
Let me try and answer the 2 questions and remove the rhetoric from the questions. If there's one message that I hope you came away with today, is that none of the things that we have tried to do as a company, which is based on humanity and compassion, is based on politics, but it's based on principle and our core beliefs, which I've tried to really outline very specifically.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with politics. I know you just brought up an example of Obama doing exactly what Trump is doing in 2011, and that we never cared about it back then, but we care about it now. But this isn't about politics. This is about humanity and compassion. Jesus, what I want to do with these fucking leftists sometimes is I just want to sit them down, I want to put them in a chair, make them take a deep breath, and tell them, you make coffee. You make coffee. Stop taking yourself so seriously. Just live and let live, and stop being such a bitch all the time.
First off, on the issue of brand dilution or anything happening as a result of our business with regard to the 10,000 hiring of refugees globally, I can unequivocally tell you, and we all know this from the research we've done, that there is zero, absolutely no evidence whatsoever that there's any dilution in the integrity of the Starbucks brand, reputation, or our core business as a result of being compassionate.
I just want to say you can hear the steel bar that is stuck between his ass cheeks. Like, you can hear it, you can feel it as he's talking to you. There is 0% chance that this is doing anything to affect our business. Well, sir, if you would just look at the statistics that are on louderwithcrowder.com, or the statistics that he, the person that asked you the question, was citing, then maybe you would have a different opinion of that. But of course you don't care. You don't care if it loses you business, because this is really important. We have to care about our refugees. We have to be the most moral, the most high upstanding citizens of society. Oh, and fuck white people.
You keep referencing, President Obama versus President Trump. This is not about politics, and there's no additional cost to Starbucks as a result of vetting. But when you do have people who have defended the nation and saved lives in very, very unsafe areas as interpreters, helping American soldiers, we strongly believe that we have a moral obligation to help them transition back into the United States.
But it does have a cost to the company. That is why this investor is asking you these two important questions. Number one, how much are investors going to have to pay for you to vet these people so that they don't Aloha snack bar all the fucking Starbucks across America? And number two, why would you let your reputation tank among half of the fucking population just so you could be the morally upstanding person? I mean, you're just pissing everyone off. Why? Why do you do this? The only answer they give is, well, it's the right thing to do. It is the most morally upstanding thing to do. And then everybody claps.
Thank you very much.
I broke up with my girl. Here's the number. Right? That's the one number. I got 7 Mac 11s, about 8, 38s, 9, 9, 10 Mac